But there it is. There's the full-time whistle. Crystal Palace 0, Burnley 3. An absolute romp, an absolute riot. We ran riot at Selhurst Park there. That first half, especially, if you can hear me, was absolutely insane. We were fantastic. We defended very, very well throughout, really. And at no point were we any really trouble. They had a few shots from distance. But Simon, what do you think, mate?
Sorry, in returns of man of the match?
No, the reaction.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah. It's been one of them games where it's felt flat at the end now, so it's a bit deflating, isn't it? And you got to kind of remind yourself how far we came in that game. We're like, not just from turning up away from home, we get 3 goals, we dominated, we made them look absolutely horrific. I mean, granted, they didn't have great options up front, but we didn't even let them play the ball around, mate. And they've got some unbelievable players in midfield, you know, with that Eze and stuff. Radeveld or whatever you say his name, he's meant to be like one of the next best players. Keep raving about him, and we made him look bang average when he's playing. And I think you've got to be really proud of that away performance because we're in control from the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, we absolutely. When did we? How early did we score? That second minute? Oh, they're showing it now. 5 minutes, like you say. So yeah, you spot on. 5 minutes, and then by 10 minutes, such a good goal as well. It's just showing the goals now on my screen. It's showing the J goal now. By 10 minutes, look back in hindsight now. That second goal, the goal from J was just insane. That was a bit. It's just showing that Lowton goal again now. Let's just watch that. And let's just all watch that. It's that. Oh, he has all the time in the world, and sometimes that can be bad for a footballer where you think too much. But he just fucking smacks that straight into the bottom corner. Absolute fucking worldie of a goal. That. But Johnny, what are your thoughts on the game then?
That first 20 minutes, I think that's the best we've played all season. And I think everyone would took back how we started that game. Obviously, the Bournemouth, that were just awful. But like you say, you watched it and it was just dominant from start to finish. They didn't really create much.
No, they were shit, weren't they?
Yeah. And we didn't have... It's not like we were a chance every 5 minutes. We kept the ball. We moved it round well. Solid defensively as usual. Pope had a couple of half chances, but he were...
Yeah, but they were like we were saying earlier, they were long-range efforts, weren't they?
Yeah, and they were, like I say, that's bread and butter for Pope now. I know he had a bit of a fumble against Brighton, but when you're getting 50 shots that you generally pagged at you in a game, you've got to be... The odd one's going to get through you, but no, that was solid with that. Obviously, good to see Ben Mee back up. The worrying one now, potentially, is Peters, because I thought the past couple of games he seems to be growing more into the left back position for me. Obviously, Taylor's a massive miss, but Peters has stood up to the plate. So hopefully that's nothing too serious. And then you're looking at the likes of Glennon coming in, which I think will be a bit harsh, and then Bardsley at left back. So I'm more concerned about Peters, to be honest, than Ben Mee.
Yeah. If Peters, like you say, if Peters is injured for a while, we'd literally don't have anybody to come in. Like you say,
saying that, Brady. I'm not just trying to wind Kieran Foot, but Brady could potentially slot in at left back. I don't think that'd be too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably better than Glennon. I mean that with the utmost respect to Glennon. I've said it several times on the podcast, and there's a few people that watch along that don't watch the podcast, so I'll say it again. But when I was working for Bradford City last season, I actually watched Glennon. He played for Grimsby at Bradford, and he was incredible. He was the man of the match, and he actually officially won it as well. And he was brilliant. But against Bournemouth, don't know if it were nerves or what, but it was very, very poor. I think somebody said on the match reaction or something like that, or in the comments earlier in the week that Dwight McNeil doesn't give him much protection, so maybe he was exposed a little bit, maybe. But then if that is the case, he still have to play with Dwight McNeil in the next game as well. But I'll ask you both this question before I dip into the comments. Was that Palace being shit or Burnley being good? Simon, you can answer that one first.
Do you know what? Majority of it, I've got to say, majority of it was Palace was shit. People might disagree with me. People not want to hear it, but I don't think, like you said, the goal, J-Rod's, it might as well have hit him on head. It comes straight through, and what a thing! Gudmundsson's was a shit clearance. Remember that created that chance. Lowton's was an overlapping right back who's got all the time in the world for a volley. So as good as we were to take advantage of them situations, there are situations that majority of the time we don't get against most Premier League clubs. So for me, it was that. I'm buzzing because I've got, obviously, I love Louts and I've got him in my dream team, and so has Micah Richards apparently. So we've both got 12 points today from him. But yeah, I think you've got to take seriousness into this and say Palace were fucking dreadful.
Yeah, Johnny, what do you think?
I think it was a little bit of both, to be honest. Before we kicked off, I mean, Palace were terrible, but they've been terrible every time I've seen them so far this season. They're just, just a bad team. I don't know.
Without Zaha, they are, aren't they? They're so shit.
Yeah, they're awful. But to be fair, like I say, that first 20 minutes, that's the best football we've played all season. So, but the good thing we had 20 minutes and we bagged 2 goals straight away. What we've done in the past is we've had a good 20-minute spell and we haven't been able to find the back of the net. So
yeah,
that were good to see. That we had good possession, good chances, and we put them away. Like I said, Rodriguez hit him on the head and went in, but he's still got to be in them positions.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
let's have a look at the comments then. Simon agrees with JT. Kieran Phillips says, fantastic win. I'll see you on Johnny Tate. So
see you Wednesday.
Looks like you two are going to be best of. Honestly, if you do come out of this live best as friends, I will be absolutely made up. I'll be like the TurfCast friend matchmaker. Colby Tate says, up the Burnley. Daniel James Overall Scar said, Burnley captain's up and walking after the match, which is great. Yes, of course it is, mate. Cassandra says, it's done that fucking shitty jump again. Sorry. Cassandra says, absolutely fantastic. Paul James says, easy. Do you remember that? Easy. Those were days. Horden Owlsgrove says, fantastic. 3 goals up feeling deflated after Ben Mee got took off. I agree with that, mate. But all the comments coming in are that Ben Mee is fine. So fingers crossed he will be okay. But it looks like he might have maybe a bit of a spell on the sidelines, but who knows? He could be back for West Brom anyway. Fulham might be a bit too early for it. But time will tell. Gicky Metroid, how you pronounce it, says, cracking away performance, perfectly timed 3rd goal at the start of the second half to quash any thoughts of a Palace comeback. Blake says, Ben's okay. Yeah, we echo them sentiments. And he says, that's the Burnley I like to see. Attacking and things like that. Dan Taylor says superb result for Burnley, but I'm a bit fearful going forward. Me and Peters potentially out now. We need to hope that Charlie is back soon. The next 2 are massive games, and the opportunities today we need to be more clinical. Sometimes,
you know what, mate? On that note, we're underestimating Peters being out there. We've not even mentioned it, and yeah.
To be fair, Johnny did say that quite a lot. You must have missed it. Johnny sort of like said, I am very worried now that Peters he could be out for a bit. He's more worried about Peters being out than Ben Mee, he said.
Oh, see, I didn't hear that. Sorry, but yeah, I agree. Like what she's saying there, that Peters being out and 2 massive games coming up. Like I expect Ben Mee to be back. I really do. I don't know if this 2-week thing is a real thing. I've never heard of it before. But if he's allowed to play on Wednesday, I'm sure he will. Yeah. But Peters, like you said, if you've got Charlie out, you've got Peters out. Is he going to play? I think he'd play Brady.
Well, that's exactly. That's exactly what.
How far behind? How far behind?
I'm joking.
He's not joking.
I think he played Barnsley. I said
he's not joking.
I meant to say Barnsley.
All right, I'll let you
my God.
Simon clearly doesn't listen to a fucking word that us two say. But yeah, honestly though, you're spot on, Simon. I know you don't realise that Johnny said it all, but you are. Yeah. Everything you've said is spot on.
It's word for word what I said.
It is. James Smith said, you didn't even take your earphones out. James Smith says, Ben Mee is walking around. Of course, that's good news. Dan Taylor says, Glennon might take his chance like Dwight did. Yeah, the only problem that we have with that is, mate, is that he didn't take his chance against Bournemouth, did he? Blake disagrees. He said it's more Ben Mee that we need to be worried about. Joanne says, great today, boys. Blake says, I live in Bradford. There you go, Blake. I used to work for Bradford City Football Club. Colby Tate says, Palace is shit anyway. Hold on a second, Colby. Let's just at least enjoy this, mate. But you are right, they are shit. Blake says, Burnley being on fire. Lowton's goal was fire, says Blake. Let's have a look in the comments now. Robert Benson, good to see you in the chat again, mate. Must take the confidence from this. on to the next crucial few games. Pray for Ben, lads. Don't worry, mate. Tonight, I'll be doing exactly that. I will be praying for Ben, mate. Honestly, I think he'll be fine. Excuse me. Gicky.
Kieran's happy.
Kieran's happy. As he texts you, I can't see. It's not focused.
No, hang on. There it is.
Oh, there we go. He's buzzing, is Kieran. Okay,
I've cut his skin off in case I didn't want to put that.
Where's his teeth gone? Does he have any teeth?
Who's that?
Kieran, have you got... That's Kieran without any teeth.
Is it Wagner? Who is it? Who's that?
Yeah, he's Wagner doing a birthday celebration shout out.
There you go.
As much.
No, you're too fair. Johnny's watching on a fucking 3-inch phone about 10 miles away from where he's sat, to be fair. Gicky Metroid, how you pronounce it, says, what about Peter's peeing out? That could be a problem. No mention of that, lads. Taking the piss, obviously. Taking the piss out of Simon. But yeah, fucking met up with that. And I tell you what, boys, I know I only wrap up after this bit, but I'm in a good mood. So that's a massively positive start to these three massive games that we need to do very well in.
Who have we got?
Fulham and then West Brom.
Yeah, 6 points there, easy.
You should think so, shouldn't you? Like, with no disrespect to them two sides, but the way we've just played there,
no,
I can't see us not
West
winning
Brom
them two.
I think we'll get some of that West Brom.
Yeah, if we play like we played tonight against them two, then yeah, I think we'll win. I
remember when I said to you last week, I've got that bet with Matt that I can get the Burnley Becks to stick, like the Burnley Bale from Johnny Tate. Well, this might help that.
Yeah, I think it will help that.
This performance,
I think it will help that.
Is unbelievable.
I think it will help that. So yeah, could you please, everybody, to help Simon win a bet with Matthew Lowton, can you please start referring to Matthew Lowton as the Burnley Becks, please, because then Simon will win some money. But that's it then, lads, unless there's anything you two want to add.
No, good. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, happy days. One thing I haven't done, which I normally do, is please, if you haven't already, send in your fan reaction, because, of course, we do have the fan reaction show. We will hopefully set it to live tomorrow night. So, yeah, if you haven't already, please send in your fan reactions. Kieran, if you're watching, don't forget, send in your fan reactions. All you have to do is film yourself talking about the game for 2 to 3 minutes. Not even that, 1 to 3 minutes, just sort of like talking about how you feel about the game, all that sort of stuff, and giving your reaction to the game, and then we will put it in the match reaction show, and we will put it in the podcast as well. But thank you for watching, and if John is free, we will have a watch along on Wednesday against Fulham. Me and Simon will do a podcast that night as well and release it on Thursday. But yeah, so loads of content coming up over the next few days. The match reaction will be on YouTube within the next few minutes. Fan reaction as well tomorrow. Then the watch along on Wednesday. And then the podcast will be available on Tuesday as well. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.